Hey, this is Dustin. I'm here in Nashville at Carter Vintage Guitars with Clark Beckham. Clark's going to try out the picks for the very first time. Let's see what he's got to say about them.
What I love about this buffalo horn is, for me, I've always gotten a thicker pick because it doesn't bend. And what this has the ability, it's thin, but it's much stronger than just, you know, your typical plastic, your typical pick. I mean, it's a buffalo horn. So, I mean, it's very, very strong, but also very thin. So you have a lot more control, whether you want to play it soft or really attack. Perfect. I love it. Okay, this is a coconut shell. It's like, yeah, well, it feels definitely different. I mean, it's like a perfect, it's very symmetrical. But it feels really strong. I'm definitely not gonna drop this pick. Wow. So up higher to the neck with the buffalo bone, with the bone pick. Up on top, it gives you almost like a chimey sound that adds so much, almost like a harmonic, but anywhere on the neck. And it's just really nice. It's almost like a ghost note, what they call it. It's just, there's no real pitch necessarily, it's just a nice tone. A drum cymbal. I think what its strength is, in my opinion, is the chunk of a chord, so. That's just really nice. It's just a different tone. I mean, you're gonna have to do a lot of amp tweaking and pedals and tone to different things, or you can just get a pick like this, and it really gives that. The attack's different, and how it slides across. The strings are different, and it really just gives a different tone. It's silver on brass. When I first heard about metallic picks, I was worried about how thick they are and maybe how they sound against the strings, but this is really thin, so I'm interested to see how this one does. Yeah, it gives that real nice thing like we had with the bone pick. Like those. It's nice when you play a chord. You can pick really well with it too. Yeah, it's got a bite. And it's really strong, but it's still really, I don't want to say flexible because it's not. I mean, it's solid, which is what you want, but you can still move it around really well for picks. It's not cumbersome at all. It's very light and agile. Yeah, I like this one a lot. We'll tour with 4 different guitars, you know, 3 different amps and 20 different pedals, and then just this typical like little plastic pick, and they don't really think about it. But I mean, this is really making me realize how important, just like an amp and a different guitar and different pedals, how important different picks can be to add to your tone. I mean, really, it's with more bite and more things, just like you would have an overdrive or a different amp or guitar sound. My eyes are being opened to how cool these picks are